Hello, BioE boys and girls, and welcome to the Mentorship Yule Log for fall of 2021. Tonight, I want to do a reading from one of my favorite books, The Undergraduate Handbook. It's a personal favorite of mine, and I hope you'll enjoy it as well. 'Twas the night before finals, when all through the dorms, every BioE was stirring, which is quite the norm. The study guides were hung by the desk with care, in hopes that Christmas break would soon be there. The juniors were anxious, all staring at spreads, while visions of Fourier oscillated in their heads. And many with their coffee, and I, with my bang in mind, had just wired our brains for a long winter's grind, when up in Benedum there arose such a clatter, and I sprang from BO9 to see what was the matter. Away to the third floor I flew like a flash, called the elevator, and did the closed door mash. The lights on the breast of the new scribbled woe gave the trick of the midday to the students below, when what to my strained eyes should appear but a doctoral entourage of 8 professors cohere. With an animated coordinator so lively and thin, I knew in a moment it must be Mabubin. More rapid than competitive inhibitors, his colleagues they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Karsten, now Davidson, now Brown and Reuter, on Mukkamala, on Gardner, on Ionis and Patzer, to the top of the copier, to the end of the hall, now print away, print away, print away all. As the weights that pile up under a static's bridge, the finals they piled to the height of the fridge. So up through Benedum the profs they flew, with armfuls of finals, and maybe treats too. And then in a twinkling I heard in the classroom the placing and stapling of each packet of doom. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the hallway Dr. Mabubin came with a bound. He was dressed all in sharp style from his head to his shoe, and his clothes were all proper upon his debut. A bowl of chocolate-covered espresso beans was placed in his hand, and he looked like a savior just presented so grand. His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like Cherry. His droll little mouth uttered the word hello, before a cup he raised to sip his espresso. The stump of a cigar he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had both unique socks and the brightest footwear that squeaked when he walked like a form of fanfare. He was timeless and happy, a right jolly thing in itself, and I eased my anxiety when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke few words that would help me achieve. Dear magnificent BioE, study hard and believe. And laying his hand on the finals near, and giving a nod, away he went with a cheer. He sprung to the suite, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all went upon his dismissal. Now back studying in BO9, I reevaluate my fright. Happy finals to all, and to all a good night. Good luck on finals, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you next semester.